Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Mario here, and I'm Luigi here, we're back from the Maxi Toys. And welcome to the extra videos of Rio for the Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii, and PS3, and yeah. Yeah, I apologize for me, because I got ourselves a cold today. But, hey, at least last time we actually finally accomplished with story mode. But however, as I said earlier on the previous episode, is that you only have like one try in order to actually. If you go in second place or third or fourth in the specific stages, you won't able to continue until you when you reach the end of the carnival stage. So that's why how that has been like the arcadic style of gaming. Like it has like a little credit system. Remember how in Mario Kart that usually has that? And that's usually how this goes. So, yeah. So you have yourselves 40 mini games according to the box art of the game. Now, the Xbox 360 version did have 3 exclusive mini games onto the compilation, and unlike in the PS3 version and Nintendo Wii version, does not have it. But hey, at least we can show those mini games off for the extra videos. Mainly for those, we'll split it to 2 parts basically, so just like it did on Mario Party 10 Let's Play, if you guys want to check that out if you can. So yeah, the mini games we haven't played during the upper during the story mode is, I believe, even though we've already played all of the mini games in the rainforest world, and as well as Overy, which appears to be like a bird house called Bird Kara, that kind of place. But we'll select Luigi's Chain Gang, which appears to be the minigame we haven't played in Luigi's Garage. And there's also Tram Trials, that is the minigame we haven't played in Rio Streets. There's also another one involving musical statues that it was on the carnival. Same goes for Water Bomb and Dance Off. And as far as the beach level, we haven't played Pianta Bash. Well, I think that's what this minigame is actually called. Dodgeball and Reaction, Roundup, Watermelon Drop, and there's another one here, the Reveling Wave, that it was exactly, the image up there looks pretty much identical to the Wave Chicken, but we'll get to that in a second. Yeah, sorry guys, I just got, code. Alright, Slippery Slope, and finally, we can, there was Smokeless Release, and lastly, Street Dancing. So, yeah, there's quite a few minigames that we haven't played during the entirety of the project. So yeah, you could basically put it to random, like random 20 matches or what have you. But at least you can do that anyways. All right, so the character we're actually using this time around is Blue. Alright, Luigi's Chain Game. Score points by collecting fruits. You will get bonus points each time you jump Luigi's rope. If you get hit by the rope, then you'll lose points. The player with the most points when the time runs out wins. Oop, I didn't hit the microphone here, but I do apologize. Anyways, so the character we're actually using this time around is Blue, the main protagonist of the film, which appears to be more likely a male version, kind of, or type of bird, kind of seems like. So for this minigame, all you have to do is just jump over to the Luigi's rope, and sometimes Luigi gets distracted by Nitro so that he goes after him, but you have to jump. So it almost kind of reminds me like somewhat almost like Hot Rope Jump from Mario Party 1 and 2, but it's not like the skateboard, the skipping rope kind of syndrome. Like you just have to, although it's the same idea, but except you're moving around and collecting things, but you don't go out in once you did time it correctly, so you lose points instead.
Check it out.
So yeah. Few things I was gonna talk about here is that I believe that the recent new announcement game for the Chibi Robo series, mainly the Zip Lash, which just announced back in June at the end of May, that it will have a release date in European, according to Nintendo's UK website, which was going to be released on the 6th of November, which yeah, that sounds pretty exciting for me because I'm looking forward to that game as far as the platforming goes, because I really love the platforming games as far as generally video game genres wise. So yeah. And also that we actually got ourselves another Amiibos. But this time around is actually, although it's the Super Smash Bros. Amiibo again, but now we actually got ourselves Rosalina and Luma Amiibo, because oh my god, it's so hard to get Rosalina. Oh, we actually got 2 achievements in a row. Okay, 2 tram trials. Stay on the roof of the speeding tram as long as possible. You have to jump over flags and duck under banners. Each time you get hit, you'll get knocked back until you fall off back of the tram. The last player on the tram wins. So it's basically a survival kind of minigame. But hey, this minigame kind of reminds me of that minigame. It's a bit like a road train level in Sonic Shuffle when you finish this level. But yeah, ended up into the jumping over things and duck into things minigame. Like, as you can see right here, that we actually did lost 1 life already, but hey, at least we're going to just have a bit of help with it. So it's pretty simple, but you have to require some timing jumps and what have you, so yeah. So yeah, back to Rosalina and Luma. That you know, back in June when it first launches Rosalina Amiibo, that it was really impossible to get her, and since back in May that Amiibos have been now finally restored, so that we can actually have ourselves an easier time trying to get as lot of these Amiibos as possible, because well, that just makes it pretty easy to come across. So yeah. And you can also use Rosalina Amiibo from Mario Party 10, because you know, the Amiibo party as far as I'm concerned. But as far as I know for that already, the only 6 original Amiibo designs were Bowser, Toad, Yoshi, Peach, Luigi, and Mario, in this case us anyways. And the only 3 unannounced ones are according to Mario Wikipedia images, Wario, Donkey Kong, and Rosalina, because those are the only 3 that doesn't seem to release on the Super Mario lineup yet. But I don't know, we'll just have to find out. Oh, another 2 achievements. Musical statues. Collect the tasty fruits to score points. When it stops, freeze as quickly as you can to bank your points. The first 3 players to freeze, they'll get points to get the score bonus. The last player freezes will then lose their points. The player with the most points, when the time runs out, is the winner. So I can't speak today. It's just, well, there's not much I can really talk about some things. But still have no luck for the release date of Sonic Boom Fire and Ice, even though the announcement of this game is still disappointing by comparison between, you know, the last 2 Sonic Boom games. But speaking of such, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric is going to be costing a fortune right now. But we're still not going to get it, because we're not going to waste our money, especially when we're actually going to get some brilliant things. Like, for instance, Amiibo, that, again, is pretty nicely detailed. And there was another thing which I was just about to get, which was Inside Out. Oh yeah. But I don't know what exactly is the release date of Inside Out yet, because I'm looking forward to watching that film again, because even then we actually first time saw this in during that we lost some points. anyway, what are you trying to say? Oh yeah, it's that we actually looking forward to actually watching this film again, especially when there was like, this is the best looking Pixar film since Toy Story 3. Yeah, even then, I wouldn't say Monsters University wasn't that bad. It's a great one, nonetheless, for me. It's just like a prequel that it just has like, oh, we actually reach up to 12,000 points. Yeah, you can basically pretty much do this minigame, no problem. Basically, press A or B. Sorry, I can't speak today. That you can actually stop. So yeah, it's basically how this goes for this minigame. So yeah. So yeah, as I said earlier, oh, we actually beat a new record too. That's pretty awesome, actually. So yeah, as I said earlier, oh yeah, water bomb. A watermelon has a firecracker in it. Pass it around and don't let the left holding the watermelon. When it explodes, you get knocked out. The last player standing is the winner. Now, this minigame, Mario, yes, this minigame is very similar to, consists of, well, actually, there's like 3 games, mainly from Mario Party series. I know what you mean. Hot Bomb for both Mario Party 1 and 2, and Mario Party 5 Head Waiter. In the dual game, at least. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, Luigi. And this rules in this minigame is very similar rules as the battle minigame version of Mario Party 2, but Sylvester will get into Mario Party 2 until, well, next month or so, during September the 12th, as soon as after the release of the Super Mario Maker comes out. Yeah, that would be pretty sweet. So yeah, as far as I know, for this minigame, that, well, they'll say very similar to Mario Party 2's version of You're the Bomb. Or no, Hot Bomb. Why do they always say, You're the Bomb? Probably because you were thinking of Mario Party 8's dual game. Oh yeah, you might be right. And as for Head Waiter, oh, we lost by Nico. Only if we could actually do this quickly enough, but he seems to waiting so patiently. And yeah, much like the Mario Party 2's Hot Bomb, you use the same strategy, like you actually dealing with these computer opponents. Like, wait for when it's almost going to explode. Dance off. Match Luis's dance moves with your controller. Hit as many dance moves as possible. The better you match his actions, the more points you score. The player with the most points when the time runs out is the winner. So yeah, like Music Mayhem, that you actually have to deal with 2 analog sticks. So yeah. So we're actually gonna go on stage and join the dance off. It almost kind of reminds me like a Dance Dance Revolution kind of game. But except you, although usually you don't have to deal with the dance mat. Instead it's just, well, just analog sticks. So yeah. So yeah. And yeah. Now the reason why we're just gonna have to upload 2 videos in the exact same day is because most like I did on Mario Party 10's unseen minigames for both parts naturally, because we just want to get this Let's Play done, and thus we just have to move on to the next set of projects, or even Let's Plays in general. Well, perhaps even mainly, what can I say? Oh yeah, Duffy still needs to continue Super Mario Galaxy 2, and Luigi and Woody still need to continue on Shadow the Hedgehog, but they will explain it to you until when that is uploaded soonly enough. So, and also that we're gonna some other toys are about to be doing some other remake Let's Plays during sometime in next month or 2. And yeah, that was Dance Off. So basically, if you time this arrows just right, just like in Dance Dance Revolution or Dance and Stage games, then you're pretty much guaranteed that you can get the timing well enough. Alright, Pianta Bash. Hitting the bouncing Piantas to score points. The left fruit they drop for bonus points. Watch out for the moving Piantas. They can really hurt you and cost you points. Hit the Pianta, knock them into the opponents to make them lose points. The player with the most points when the time runs out is the winner. So it's basically the same, you know, information cliche. So yeah. Alright. And it does say Rio advertising for these each side, so yeah. God, if you imagine how it actually has an Olympic symbol for the Rio 2016, that would be pretty surprising. Yeah, I know, Luigi. But what do I think, what I go get about this is, about the arcade version of Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games, is that much like, you know, the E3 2014 of Mario Party 10, at least the Mario characters wise, that the early playables are, well, Wario, Mario, Luigi, which was consisted of us, and Princess Peach. Yeah, no Bowser though, which is kind of unfortunate. But at least until the Wii U version and the 3DS version is gonna come out, they will start to reveal some more characters into the roster, so not much too worried about this, so yeah. And as far as that we've noticed by now is that every single time that some minigames usually took about 100 seconds or 90 seconds in order to actually let the minigame is done and over with. But usually, unlike in the other Mario Party games, that some minigames usually have like, let's say 60 seconds, 30 seconds, 15 seconds, or even 10 seconds, or heck, even 20 seconds. I don't know what specific 20 seconds one is. I think it could be starring artists from Mario Party Island Tour, so yeah. I see, you get the point. Alright, that's it for Pianta Bash. It's pretty simple by comparison, but we don't usually get hit by the Piantas most of the time, even though it will catch you off guard at some point. But honestly, those are not much of a threat. We have 6 achievements in a row. Pick up the dodgeball and throw at your opponents. Do your best to avoid the dodgeballs if someone throws at you. Each time when you hurt, you will lose a life. The last player standing is the winner. So it's basically like the dodgeball sports from Mario Sports Mix, but usually you have like 3 or sometimes 2, if depending on which teammate you want to go through, of how many choices you want to go through. But in this minigame, it acts very much like the dodgeball minigames. So we lost a life. That's great. And also that not to mention this minigame that forget it. I just confused right now. So yeah. And if I remember rightly, that this is pretty much the last minigame of the Carnival minigames. At least so far we've even though that we've played all of the beach minigames as far as the minigames is concerned, and we also finished all of the Luigi's Garage minigames, and including Rio Streets as well. So yeah. So the only 2 stages left are the Smuggler's Warehouse and the Corevino, which appears to be from almost at the exact same location as where the airlining was. And also Moose Lake, and even then, although there's only one minigame we haven't played yet during the entirety of the playthrough, which was during the Rio Streets. Oh, who won? Oh man, we won by lucky. If only if we've all just managed to don't let us screwed up. So yeah, that was pretty lucky victory right here. So, and we beat ourselves a new record here too. And another achievement too, Central's Carnival Spirit.